wanted to start with hello, community. You are looking mighty fine on this glorious No Kings Day. As always, I want to acknowledge that we gather on Kalapuya Elihi, the indigenous homeland of the Kalapuya people. And just include the reminder that no one is illegal on stolen land. My name is Debbie. I'm going to be your tour guide today, and I'd like to welcome you to the big, beautiful resistance! But today is not just about resisting the dictatorship that has taken hold. This is about building community, building support, building the foundations of the world we want to see. Because today is more than just showing up and waving signs. It is time to use our voices in every way possible to resist the Trump regime. If you didn't bring a sign, and I see most of you did, good job. There is some great flag making down here where you can make a little flag that represents your values. At the flag art table, it's family friendly. Create a flag bearing what you stand for. And I've got to start off with a little housekeeping because we're all here to keep each other safe, right? We've got de-escalators in the crowd. They're in yellow vests. Legal observers are in green hats. Medics are wearing armbands with a red cross, and there is a medical table down here. If you need information, there's an information table over there in that sea of fabulous people. I'm sure you can find it, even though I can't see it right now. We are here for a peaceful, nonviolent protest. Yeah. Please do not engage in conflict with anyone. Avoid or ignore counter-protesters. It's up to all of you. You are in total control of what happens here today. And by choosing to act with nonviolence, you are keeping yourself and those around you safe. So thank you for your peace, and thank you for your patience as we raise our voices to say, no kings! What was that?
No kings.
Say it again!
No kings.
Once more!
No kings.
That was phenomenal. You know, I was struggling to decide what to wear today because that little voice in my head was like, Debbie, you cannot wear a black and gold sparkly shirt dress and some kicks to the revolution. Yeah. I was like, you got to be comfortable. You got to be ready to run. But you know what? Women can run in dresses, and it's got pockets. Give a woman a pocket, and she's going to change the world. If you have your hands in pockets, why don't you take them out of your pockets? Because one of the things we're going to do today is meet our neighbors. Look to your left and look to your right, or turn around and say hello to someone you don't know. Please take a moment to meet a neighbor. Yeah, that's how we do it, folks. We walk up to strangers and we acknowledge their humanity and we say hello. My presence is caught up with yours. My humanity is tied with yours. We need each other. Dictators want us isolated. They want us lonely, they want us scared, and they want us alone. And we will not let that happen. No one here is alone. You are not alone. And trust me, when you say hello, it can build to beautiful things. 4 months ago, one of our neighbors walked up to me and said hello. Someone I had never met took the time to say hi. get my name, stay in touch, and realize that we were in this together. And that introduction has turned into friendship, not just with me, but with so many others. And this is how a new coalition was formed, ACES. Here to tell you all about it is my friend from Indivisible Eugene Springfield, Stan Taylor.
Hello and welcome to the Resistance. My name is Stan Taylor. I am one of the leaders of Indivisible Eugene Springfield and one of the conveners of the Activist Coalition of Eugene Springfield, ACES. ACES is the one that organized this rally today. We're working in partnership with 5051, who will also be here today leading the march at the end of the rally. So let's hear it for 5051. We've already heard that we're facing a dictatorship. A corporate coup d'etat is taking place, and we have to do something about it. It's very difficult because we all are experiencing a certain degree of fear, a certain degree of anger, lots of emotions that make it hard to live in the world today. We're experiencing the feeling that the freedoms that we had just a few months ago feel like they're rolling away from us. This corporate coup d'etat has to be stopped, and the only way it's going to be stopped is by building resistance. Indivisible National put out the call for this rally nationwide, and they were joined by over 200 partners to help them organize these nationwide rallies. There are over 2,000 rallies taking place today across the nation. So let me tell you a little bit about ACES. We came together in the middle of March. That was when Indivisible National had called for massive rallies on April 5th. So we called to other groups in Eugene, organizations in Eugene, to join us into a coalition. That was on the 15th of March. 3 days later, there were 18 organizations in our living room forming the Activist Coalition of Eugene Springfield. So the mission of ACES is to resist authoritarianism and foster democracy by building a broad, inclusive, lasting social movement in Eugene, Springfield. This movement is dedicated to being built on racial, social, environmental, economic justice, and is being accomplished by building alliances and networks. That's what we need to do, build alliances and networks. What we recognize is that we are stronger when we come together than we are in our individual organizations. There are things we can do in coalition that we cannot do alone. So what I would like you to do today is to become an activist, to go to the tables that are here, pick an organization that you're interested in, sign up, and get active in that organization. The time for sitting on the sidelines is past. We need to begin to support the groups in our community that need our help. And one of the things we're doing here today, besides having a rally in March, is we are seeking to support two important groups in our community. The Trans Alliance of Lane County You may have read the news how the Trans Alliance of Lane County got the county commissioners to recommit to Eugene and Springfield, or the county being a sanctuary county for immigrants and trans people. And I imagine all of you know the Community Alliance of Lane County, CALC. This is their 60th year in Eugene. They have programs related to peace and justice, to immigrant justice. They work on youth education, on decolonization. This is an important group in our community. They need your support. So what we're doing here today is we're collecting donations in two ways. This person beside me, she's a donation collector. People in the orange vests and crowns will be circulating among you, and they'll be asking for donations in one of two ways. If you have cash that you want to put into the bucket, put it into the bucket. And if not, you can see on the bucket there is a QR code that goes to Venmo, and you can make your donations using the QR code. Let's build community by supporting community. Thank you very much. Let's be strong together.
Woo, thank you, Stan. I forgot to mention that I'm here today as a private citizen on my very own time, and I want to make it absolutely clear that no one is paying me to be here. How about all of you? Anyone getting those stipend checks? Absolutely not, absolutely not. But say you did want to pay me, you could put what you would want to invest in me into little buckets for calc and talc, which is kind of fun to say a lot. Calc, talc, talc, calc. It's like a little tongue twister of humanity. These two organizations are helping our most vulnerable neighbors, and they need our help. If you have $1, please put it in the bucket. And we're lucky enough to be able to have representatives here from both organizations today. And first up is the Community Alliance of Lane County, aka CALC, an organization that for 6 decades has fought for racial justice, immigrant rights, economic justice, and educational equity. So here to kick us off is a community organizer that's so sweet, we get to call him Queet. Okay, excellent. All right, while Queed makes his way, oh, he's right there. Also, if you are missing a key, it is at the information table. Let me say that again. A community organizer so sweet, his name is Queet.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Queet Glawak. I am the youth program director for the youth program at CALC, Community Alliance of Lane County. I would like to thank the ACES group for trying to help TALC and CALC survive these tumultuous times. We are two organizations that do nothing but humanitarian work. We step in where social services do not, and we help out our community at all times and in all ways. When people ask us what it is that we do, we tell people, what is it that you need? CALC, for the last 60 years, has been working for the liberation of our most marginalized groups in our community. Right now, a lot of nonprofits are struggling to survive this regime, this fascism. So I beg and I implore you to dig into your pockets and to give and donate and to save these two organizations so we can continue to do our humanitarian work. Thank you so much. I would like to quickly report what's happening to the immigrant community in our local community. First, I'll start off with Lane County. Lane County leadership has demonstrated a commitment to keeping Oregonians safe. In this political moment, it is important for the safety of all Lane County residents that Lane County publicly reaffirms its commitment to being a welcoming community for all people, including people from immigrant backgrounds and trans and LGBTQ alike. We encourage the Lane County Board of Commissioners to make public statements reiterating their commitment to Oregon state sanctuary laws. We encourage the county to make other educational and public engagement oversight for law enforcement. We recommend the activation of a public accountability advisory board and ask that the county take steps towards initiating this. So we have a local ICE Eugene field office. For a lot of you that don't know, it's right over here on 7th. Not many folks know that it's right there, and we demand access to the ICE Eugene field office. This is essential to safety for our whole community. Prior to the pandemic, attorneys and allies could accompany community members to their ICE check-ins. The access has been restricted and must be granted in order to support community members as they show up for required appointments with ICE locally. Local elected officials may have some oversight power here. We recommend reaching out to your local electives and speaking up. Ultimately, it is a procedural decision that seems to be made by the Department of Homeland Security, but worth raising for the safety of our whole community. It's important that people understand that sensitive locations for ICE is opened up. ICE can now enter schools, places of worship, hospitals, protests, weddings, and funerals in all state and city locations. I would ask those of you that have the heart that brought you here today, those of you that have entitlement and privilege, use it for civil disobedience when you come across these illegal altercations. I would ask that you use your privilege like a shield to defend those that are most marginalized in our community. Right now, Congress is considering a bill, H.R. 32, No Bailout for Sanctuary Cities Act and to Defund Our Communities Act, a dangerous bill that will cut critical federal funding to communities in more than 24 states, including Oregon, simply for upholding Oregon values and refusing to comply with Trump's mass deportation and detention agenda. The last thing I'm going to be speaking about is going to be detention centers. We do not want to perpetuate modern-day slavery. So, detention center is a business and is a practice of terror. Immigrants taken into custody here will be transported to the Northwest Immigration Detention Center in Tacoma. It's already at capacity for the last 2 months. We need to make sure that we get around fighting for the detention rights of all the people that are there. So please check out the Northwest Immigrant Rights Project. They are directly fighting for the rights of all these people. Having dehumanization experiences in the detention center, and those that volunteer to work, can work, to do laundry, manual labor, all for $1 a day. So for 8 hours, they only get $1. At the end of that week, they can buy a commissary ramen, but it will take them 5 days to buy that one commissary ramen. We do not need to perpetuate this kind of slavery. Last thing, I work for Community Alliance of Lane County. I beg and I implore you to stand up and help us survive this summer. We are doing everything we can to survive. Please allow people like me to continue to do humanitarian work. Without my community's involvement, we will perish. Please help us help you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful thing it would be if all of us that had the privilege of being white, straight, cis, stood up, put our bodies in between those who are less privileged. It's scary, but it's time. Your monetary donations are also going to be going to the Trans Alliance of Lane County. The systematic targeting of transgender people is a calculated strategy to normalize exclusion. Let me say that again. The systematic targeting of transgender people by revoking protections, denying gender-affirming care, deleting CDC research, deleting the T from LGBTQ, is a calculated strategy to normalize exclusion. And we can't let that happen because trans rights are human rights. Trans rights are trans rights. Trans rights. Please welcome from Talc, Jacob and Elliot.
It's like we're a band or something, the Jacob and Elliot band. I'm 1 second, and then Elliot is going to inspire you. I'm going to try to get your money. A little tiny group of us got together on November 14th and said, what are we going to do to save our lives? So far, we've created a sanctuary law for Lane County and had it passed by the commission. We forced them to at least question the man they named sheriff. Our tiny band has done so much with nothing. Now we need to step up and help the trans people in the other parts of the country that are not as safe as we are here. We need your money, desperately. If you do nothing else, fund us and KELK today. It's important.
Hello, my name is Elliot Harwell. I'm a spokeswoman for the Trans Alliance of Lane County. I'm really glad to see you all here today. If you're anything like me, you're here for two reasons. And the first is that you're very deeply angry. I wake up every morning and there's this fury inside of my chest. And it claws up into my fingers, and I want to strangle the beast that my government has become. We've watched for months as President Trump has torn away every single part of what our tax dollars pay for in the federal government. Institutions that exist to keep you safer, to keep you healthier, to protect your rights are gone now, because President Trump decided that they needed to go away. And no one has been stopping him. It continues to take and take and take and take. And then we've watched as men like Stephen Miller supercharge ICE into a goddamn Gestapo. They are coming into our towns and our cities, and they are grabbing your neighbors off of the streets and making them disappear. It doesn't matter what documentation they have. Doesn't matter what they believe. All that ICE cares about is the color of your goddamn skin. And then they make your brown neighbors go away. And at the same time, they're making certain that your queer neighbors, your trans neighbors, are denied access to health care, have their rights stripped away. The thing is that no man is an island, and the things that are happening to your brown neighbors and to your trans neighbors and to your Muslim neighbors and to your immigrant neighbors, all of that is happening to Americans. It is happening to people who live here in this country and call it home. And it's going to be happening to you soon. It's already happening. The things that we have taken for granted for decades in this country are gone. And the things that we have to do now is that we have to fight for this. And that's the second reason you are here and I am here. Isn't just that you're angry, it's that you're doing something about it. No kings! No kings! No kings! The Community Alliance of Lane County has fought for our rights for 60 years. The Trans Alliance of Lane County has existed only for 9 months, even less. We have come together, whether it be decades ago or be it this year, but to fight the same fight that we all want to be fighting, and that is to create a world and a culture and a town where our rights are protected and where people can live the lives they deserve to be able to live, with the rights that they deserve to have, to dress how they want, to live how they want, to believe how they want. Yes, we have to protect our neighbors. Every one of us is a neighbor to someone else. The only way that any of us are getting out of this is if we do it together. And the thing is that the people in power, the federal government, Trump, Stephen Miller, Elon Musk, they want you to feel powerless. They want you to feel as if you are completely alone. They want you to feel that anger inside of yourself and then to feel despair, and for that anger to not motivate you and to drive you to do great things. And now it's time we tell them no. No kings. We take back the rights and we take back the government that we are owed and that we deserve. The Trans Alliance of Lane County and the Community Alliance of Lane County worked for months to convince the county commissioners to pass a new commitment to our sanctuary laws. Oregon has had sanctuary laws since 1987. Those sanctuary laws are as old as I am. They are part of who we are in Oregon. They keep our neighbors safe. They allow our undocumented neighbors to work and live without fear. We also asked the county to expand those protections to cover trans and queer people. Because I don't know about you, but I don't like seeing in the news a van pulling up and unmarked masked men hopping out of it and grabbing someone off the street. And if they can do that to anyone at any time, and it's terrible. Together we work to have our county commissioners reaffirm its commitment to those laws and to expand them to protect your other neighbors. But the fact of the matter is that it's a great accomplishment, but it is also paper. It is words on paper, and the only way that we are able to have those words have strength is through you, through all of us working together, talking to your local representatives, talking to your local government, showing up, not letting them allow ICE to operate in this town and in this county. What we are facing is a cancer of fascism that has taken over every arm of our government, and it is taking from us the lives and the rights and the peace that we deserve. And in this moment, we have to keep fighting, and sometimes those fights are big and sometimes those fights are small. Together, we have to be committed to protecting each other. We have to be committed to raising our voices. We have to be committed to expressing and using the rights that we are guaranteed under the Constitution. And we cannot allow our elected representatives to take those away. And so we might not be in Salem, we might not be in Washington, D.C., but we're here in Eugene. And together, we need to keep ICE out of here. We need to protect our neighbors, and we need to help each other. My name's Elliot Harwell, and I'm a member of the Trans Alliance of Lane County, but I'm also just a resident here in Lane County. I live here. This is my home. And I'm very, very glad to have you all as neighbors. Because I'm just one person. I can't protect myself. I can't do the things that need to be done to make my life a safer and better thing. But together, we can make each other safer. Thank you. No kings! No kings! No kings! Thank you. Thank you.
I'll tell you, I'll buy that CD that Jacob and Elliot are selling, right? That's a good band right there. Just a little more housekeeping. If you've lost your phone, someone has found it, and it is at the information table over that direction. There is a little bit of a crowd, so we were hoping people could squish a little this direction to allow for more people to come in. We have de-escalation volunteers in yellow vests that can help point you. If you want to scooch to allow for more people, that would be fabulous. Thank you again, Jacob and Elliot. It sure is doing my heart good to see all these flags out here. It's about time we took that back. We've spent a little time meeting our neighbors, but I also want you to encourage you to check out some of the organizations around today. If you're feeling hopeless, that is your soul telling you to take action. I need you to think about what you're passionate about, who you want to help, and maybe what you need to unlearn. If you are European American, white like me, I would like to suggest that you investigate the Springfield Eugene showing up for racial justice. We are now living under an open white supremacy, and like it or not, white supremacy is a white people problem. Yeah, I know. We don't want it to be, but it really is. What? Oh, I shouldn't. I can hear my comedian husband being like, don't engage with the hecklers. Deconstructing whiteness and decolonizing our minds is a lifelong journey. Please join me in that. There's a lot going on around our community this week, but I want to bring your attention to two amazing events. Today at the 5th Street Market is Eugene June14 Rhythm and Resilience Celebration from noon until 6 p.m. After we march, please go there and support Vanessa Fuller, Escape Dance, and all of the Black-owned businesses that have united to commemorate Juneteenth. On the actual Juneteenth holiday, June 19th, Shanae Joy Stringer and Black youth have organized a Juneteenth gathering beyond 1865, rooted in resilience. It's from 3 to 8 on Thursday at the Farmers Market Pavilion. And I would just love to suggest that you show up and spend a little money and stay long enough to help them take down the event. Many hands make light work. Yes, we've come to the part of the program where it's time to get our rage on. Yes! So please enjoy this musical snack from our very own Raging Grannies.
Go over as far as you can.
Ken? Ken, the only DIs left are mine, so Betsy, can you play over here? Sure. Ken, it's on mine. It's on the one I...
Could we get one more? Here we go. Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, so this has got move in closer. You guys move in.
Move in.
I don't know if it's
We're here for the Constitution, 'cause we're not using it no more. Our liberties are being swept aside now that we've got
we watch our pensions crash. And we're raging, cause now you pissed off Granny! You rob women of their rights to plan their families. Gay or straight or trans or poor, we're worse off than we were before. Now you've ignored us, so now you pissed off Granny! Medicare is due. Folks are dying every day for lack of health care. You keep prisoners locked in cages. Workers can't get living wages. Without safe labor laws, we're pissed off Granny! Billionaires are taxes to support those private schools. And you're banning books and teaching whitewashed history. With our teachers unsupported and more immigrants deported, feel the wrath of these really pissed off grannies. Billionaires richer on the spoils of your wars. You buy bombs and drones while kids can't get school lunches. We say stop your racist wars and start listening to the poor. Hear us now, cause you've really pissed off grannies. On your cars and your yachts, can't say on your sidewalks and yachts, while our veterans sleep homeless on the sidewalks. And while folks are going broke, you're concerned about who's woke. Lousy hypocrites, and now you pissed off grannies. Grannies have grown wise to your greed and your lies. We're smart enough to know right from wrong. We'll stop singing in the streets till you go down in defeat. We're united because you've really pissed off Granny.
You got it.
We fought a revolution to gain freedom from the king. Now we have some jerk in office who is doing his own thing. He's acting like a dictator who rules on everything. Let's show him that he's wrong. Raging grannies stand for freedom. Where's the Congress when you need them? Raging grannies stand for freedom. Come join us in our song. We have a constitution, it's the way we run things here. And we hope the courts will stop him from abuses that we fear. Mustn't let the power grab go on for even when we're here. Let's show him that he's wrong. We have a Bill of Rights, you know it gives us civil rights. They protect us from abuse and we can keep them if we fight. To freedom's used, don't give up, you know we're right. Let's show him that he's wrong. Raging grannies stand for freedom. Where's the Congress when we need them? Raging grannies stand for freedom. Come join us in our song. We need the Congress and the courts to stop this shit show now. The people are behind you, we are with you, stop it now. Let's show this world we do that we're not bowing down, no how. Our country has no king.
Raging grannies.
Raging grannies stand for freedom.
Where's the Congress?
Where's the Congress when we need them?
Raging grannies.
Raging grannies stand for freedom. Come join us in our song.
We have one more song for you, and it has a repeating part. So please join in when you get it.
Ask them if they want to sing along in the
Oh yes. We have a chorus you can sing with. Starts with "We are not, we're not giving up."
Right to the mic. And put your mouth on the mic.
we're not giving up. We are not ever giving up. We know we're in this struggle for the long haul. We have just begun. Shoulder to shoulder, we're not giving up. Although we're growing older, we're not giving up. We know we're in this struggle for the long haul. We have just begun. We ain't sitting crying, we're not giving up. We're not dying, we're not giving up. We know we're in this struggle for the long haul. We have just begun.
We are not.
We're not giving up. We are not ever giving up. We know we're in this struggle for the long haul. We have just begun. We're up against the dollar and we're not giving up. We still know how to holler. We're not giving up. We know we're in this struggle for the long haul. Long haul. We have just begun. The Senate's full of fat cats. We're not giving up. And don't forget that muskrat. We're not giving up. We know we're in the struggle for the long haul. We have just begun.
We are not.
We're not giving up.
We are not.
Ever giving up. We know we're in the struggle for the long haul. We have just begun. Against the MAGA fascists, we are standing strong. Against the MAGA fascists, we are standing strong. We know we're in the struggle for a long haul. We have just begun. Support the rule of law.
Take our country back.
Support the rule of law.
Take our country.
Take our country back. We know we're in
The struggle for the long haul.
long haul. We have just begun.
We are not giving up.
We're not giving up. We are not ever giving up.
We know we're in the struggle.
In the struggle for the long haul. We have just begun.
Thank you very much. We are the Raging Grannies. We are an international group. Look us up.
Yay, give it up for the, oh, I don't think this is the right mic.
You said not very loud. We believe you. Oh, you want to get... I'm ready.
We're so behind. All right, apologies already. I could run the Oscars. I'm already like 15 minutes behind. Thank you, Grannies. It feels really good to rage. No kings. No kings. No kings. Now, it isn't just the people that are under attack, it's also our planet. Under the Trump regime, there have been significant rollbacks to environmental regulations, repealing the Clean Water Rule, removing caps on emissions, rewriting EPA pollution control policies. Basically, he's accelerated the climate crisis. Here to talk about it is a University of Oregon undergrad and a member of the Climate Justice League, a group pressuring the university to reduce its climate impact. Please welcome Jack Dodson.
Oh, thank you. Thank you all for coming today. Since January, the Trump administration has rolled back critical environmental protections, opened up forests for clear cutting, laid off government employees stewarding our natural wonders and doing critical research on climate change, and continued the genocide and ecocide in Palestine that is causing horrifying levels of human death and environmental destruction. And his so-called big beautiful bill that he's trying to ram through Congress was described as the worst bill ever for the environment by the League of Conservation Voters. We must stand up to this. Unfortunately, our local institutions aren't doing enough to combat the climate crisis either. Eugene is woefully behind on its climate targets, and the state of Oregon's policies lag behind what is necessary. Even the U of O continues to delay climate action and remains the largest source of emissions in Eugene. So we must fight the federal rollback of environmental policies and show Trump that we won't stand by and watch him torch our world. And we must pressure Eugene and Oregon to implement the climate policies that the science demands and the people deserve. We must also support indigenous calls for land back and push back against the ICE agents shattering our communities, since people can't enjoy the outdoors if they or their family members are being kidnapped. Their fight is our fight, and all immigrants deserve solidarity. There is so much to do, but I see how many of you there are here today, and I know what we can accomplish. So please, find ways to get involved. Keep showing up to protests and support others doing so. Join local groups working to protect our environment and improve our community. Organize your workplace to demand more from the institutions with outsized environmental impacts, and more. Sometimes it's hard not to feel a little hopeless. To combat this demoralization, let's imagine the world we can create. Imagine salmon swimming in rivers free of dams. Imagine loving fire instead of fearing it. Imagine fresh air that's free from fossil fuel pollution. Imagine being able to take fast public transit everywhere you need to go. Imagine being active participants in how we steward the land. Imagine low-income communities and people of color having increased access to outdoor spaces instead of increased exposure to environmental harms. Imagine not worrying about whether your favorite places will be lost to climate catastrophe. Imagine being able to soak in our wonderful world and not worry about how you will stretch your budget to feed your family. Imagine being able to go outside and truly enjoy it. We can build this better world. We can overcome climate change, environmental destruction, and every other crisis they're linked with. But we're going to have to fight hard for this world, both in the streets and behind the scenes. We won't beat Trump with protests alone, so we need to get organized. So, if you want to see this world, if you want your friends and your family and your children to see this world, let's get to work.
Woo! Thank you so much, Jack. All right, we apparently have like 1,000 people that are in the middle of the road. So I know, what a beautiful problem to have. If everyone who has a little room around them can move to the east. Move, scooch, scooch, scooch. Excellent, thank you very much. We're gonna make more room. As one of my favorite photographers used to say, if you're not uncomfortable, you're not close enough. Jack talked about getting involved, and we have several environmental groups as part of ACES, 350 Eugene, Extinction Rebellion, Planet versus Pentagon, Third Act, Interfaith Earth Keepers. Find your people and do something. We're not just killing our planet, though. We're also witnessing the killing of our people. The genocide in Palestine has killed more than 55,000 people and has displaced 90% of the population of Gaza. Humanitarian aid can't get in. Food is being stopped from getting close to those who need it. And in case the IDF or the Trump regime isn't aware, forced starvation is a war crime. Okay, war crimes need a little bit louder of a yell. All right, let me try that again. There we go. Thank you. To talk about a recent hunger strike, please welcome a third-year U of O student and member of Jewish Voice for Peace, Sadie.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sadie, and I am a Jewish student at the University of Oregon and an organizer with Jewish Voice for Peace. Throughout this school year, our chapter has continued to pressure the university to end its complicity in the ongoing genocide by cutting its ties and investments in companies profiting from our and directly responsible for it. Our university has made it a point to suppress and silence student activism on campus by pursuing code of conduct violations against students exercising their right to free speech, including the threat of suspension and expulsion for peaceful protests, implementing harsher sound policies, and ignoring the demands of students, faculty, staff, community members, and alumni. We have seen a 700% increase in code of conduct violations filed against students since the University of Oregon Gaza Solidarity Encampment took place last spring, a clear representation of the university's true values and priorities. Boo. Currently, after spending 20 months committing genocide in Gaza, Israel has launched a major illegal bombing campaign in Iran that could easily escalate to a global conflict, all with the backing of U.S. government and our tax dollars. The United States government is not only deeply responsible for these attacks and the ongoing genocide against Palestinians, but also silences and perpetuates violence against those who advocate for Palestinian rights. It is crucial that we do everything we can to end the violence and attacks against those in our community under Trump's presidency who are vulnerable, because regardless of who you are, what you believe in, or the communities you represent, this repression and violence will make its way to all of us if we do not commit to the fight now. Students, faculty, and staff at the University of Oregon recently completed a 17-day hunger strike campaign, which was symbolic of the 17 years Israel has imposed a blockade on Gaza. This hunger strike aimed to bring attention to the fact that food is being used as a weapon of genocide to control Palestinians. Israel continues to use aid as bait to target people who are in dire need of clean water, food, baby formula, and medical attention. I fasted during this hunger strike for 7 days because I find it disgusting that this genocide and starvation is being carried out in the name of Jewish safety, and claims of anti-Semitism are wrongly weaponized against anyone who speaks out for Palestinian freedom and self-determination. As a result of this hunger strike, we were able to collectively raise over $1,000 for 13 families in Gaza and the Middle East Children's Alliance. We achieved a 5th scholarship for a student from Palestine to come study at the university here and continue what they were doing before the genocide. And we have received a written agreement to maintain UO status as a sanctuary campus to protect international students. Although we did achieve some material wins from this campaign, the struggle is far from over. We must continue to fight for the safety of Palestinians, Black and Indigenous people of color, immigrants, and queer and trans people as we see the rise of fascism and imperialism across the globe. Those in power believe they hold the cards for our future, but the future is in the hands of the people. In our lifetime, Palestine will be free, immigrants will be safe wherever they go, and we will see the fruits of our collective liberation come to life. Thank you, and free Palestine.
Thank you, Sadie. If you are a gentleman named Lee, L-E-E, Lee, please come meet your wife by the stage. Lee, your wife is looking for you. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. Immigrants are being targeted at their jobs, at schools, at their immigration hearings, where they are following the process to legally become citizens. No one is illegal on stolen land. Please welcome to the stage, from Lane County Immigrant Defense, Jasmine.
Hi everyone, my name is Jasmine and I'm an organizer with the Party of Socialism and Liberation and with the Lane County Immigrant Defense Network. I'm a first-generation Mexican-American born to two hardworking immigrants. My parents came to this country, specifically LA County. They came here in the late 70s because they, like so many others around the world, believe that this is where they come for more job opportunities and to make money, the so-called American dream. And while it is technically true that the US dollar is worth more than the Mexican peso, the cost of that dollar is far greater. What my parents didn't know, and what a lot of people don't know, is that the reason other countries are quote unquote poor and seek refuge here is because of the United States. It's because this country sends its military, its money, and its ideals to other countries in an effort to exploit their resources, their working class people, and uses our tax dollars to kill innocent families and children, and then criminalizes them when they try to come trying to escape their war-torn countries. Yes. The US funds wars all over the world, not in the name of freedom, not in the name of the working class. No, they send it in the name of profits, in the name of cheap labor, in the name of capitalism. And corruption will always be an inevitable result of capitalism, because profits will always be more important than people. I think we've all heard about the recent attacks Israel made on Iran, and the US previously claimed that they had no part in that decision. But we all know that this war is only possible because of US funding. This attack, the attack on Palestine and so many others, would not be possible without the full financial support of the United States. This government continues to send what seems like an unlimited amount of funds to Israel to launch attacks against civilians, yet claims that we don't have enough to help our own citizens right here in the US. We have a big, beautiful bill that will be cutting funding to Medicaid, SNAP, climate protection, and student loan relief. We have a president spending $45 million to throw himself a little birthday parade, but blames immigrants, LGBTQ people, and other vulnerable communities for this country's huge deficit. He blames social programs and woke ideas for all the country's problems, turning working class people of one group against working class people of another group. His objective is to divide and conquer. His objective is to get rid of the checks and balances that are trying to stop him from ripping this country apart. He so desperately wants to be a dictator, going as far as putting a damn poster of himself in the front of the Department of Agriculture. Typical dictator behavior. 47 and his entire regime are a direct result of a system built on capitalism, built on imperialism. Those maniacs all think they have unlimited power, but we must prove them wrong. So I encourage you to get involved and organize. Join the Lane County Immigrant Defense Network. Join the Palestine Contingent or any other of the wonderful organizations that are doing the good work around here that you believe in. This is your time to be on the right side of history. This is your time for a chance to tell your children or grandchildren or nieces and nephews or the kids down the street what you did in the face of fascism. This is your time to make history. Today, and for as long as we have to, we say no to a wannabe dictator. We say no to a wannabe king. We say no to mass deportations. We say no to wars in our name. And we say all power to the working class people.
my gosh, that was beautiful. I would just like to remind you once again that we are not all alone. And here to prove that is our next musical act, our beautiful friends from the Willamette Solidarity Singers.
Hello, everyone. We're going to let our songs speak for us, but we want you to sing too. So I have a part for you. It goes like this. We do. Let's hear ya. We do. So we're going to sing that a few times. You'll know when to come in. And then there's one more part for you. It goes, you know we do. You know we do. All right, here we go. Who makes the future? We do. We do. Who makes the future? We do. We do. Who makes the future? We do. We do. Who makes the future? You know we do. Who makes the future? We do. We do. Who makes the future? We do. We do. Look around, friends, I am right here with you. Who makes the future? You know we do. Who makes the future? We do. We do. Who makes the future? We do. We do. Look around, friends, I am right here with you. Who makes the future? You know we do. Yeah, you go ahead.
Right. We're all here today because we are ready to rise up for justice. So this next one is by the Momentum Choir. We're going to invite you to do a little echo for us in the second verse. This one's called We're Gonna Rise Up. It goes, when the people rise up, when the people rise up, the powers come down. The powers come down. Well, you'll catch on, all right? Yeah, thank you. We're gonna rise up till it's won. We're gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, the powers come down, the powers come down. When the people rise up, when the people rise up, the powers come down, the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. We're gonna rise up till it's won. We're gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, the powers come down. When the people rise up, louder! The powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. We're gonna rise up till it's won. We're gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, the powers come down. When the people rise up, the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. We're gonna rise up till it's won.
They asked us to not sing anymore. Yeah, so we could just do this here. There were several immigrants. Okay, we're leaving now, but thank you for singing with us. Keep singing.
We're going to be singing as we march, so if you want to learn some of the songs, just listen for us and then walk next to us so you can learn the songs.
China la migra. China la migra.
Excellent. Okay, we have a march that's starting a little bit before we thought we were going to start, and we're running a little behind. So excuse me, we're going to rush just a little bit. And we are once again going to talk about what we're seeing in Palestine. I wanted to just remind you that never again means never again for anyone. Never again means never again for. Never again means never again for. Please welcome to the stage Connor, a community member who's going to talk about a way to help Palestinian families. Well, and just like that, we have time back. Okay, we will wish Connor well, thank you. There's lots of ways that you can support the people in Palestine. And I'm just gonna say that the best part of the resistance for me has been listening to people of all different backgrounds. And I'm quite fond of the younger activists in our community. Are you not blown away by our future? We're gonna get to vote for all these people one day. Our next speaker is an incredible advocate for migrant and Hispanic justice, and I hear a rumor that she just graduated. So please give her a huge round of applause for that accomplishment, and welcome Victoria Acosta.
Good afternoon, familia. Let's speak the truth. Being brown in this country should not be a crime. But for too many of us, every day it feels like a battle to just exist. We're followed in stores, questioned at airports, stopped on the street, and when it comes to immigration, we're hunted, caged, and silenced. Let's be real, this system was never built for us. And when you're brown and undocumented, or even just look like someone who might be, the fear is constant, the trauma is deep, and the injustice is everywhere. We see our people packed into detention centers, treated like animals, mothers separated from children, workers exploited, and kids growing up afraid to answer the door. We work the hardest, we get paid the least, and we're still called a burden. But here's the thing, we are not victims, we are not weak, we are not invisible, we are powerful. We are the ones holding this country up, planting crops, cleaning the hospitals, building the homes, teaching the kids. We are the heartbeat of this nation, even if it tries to forget us. When politicians talk about border security, they mean us. When they say illegal, they mean brown. When they say send them back, they're not talking about fairness, they're talking about fear. But we're not going anywhere because we deserve to live with dignity. We deserve to raise our families without fear. We deserve to walk these streets like we belong because we do belong. This part's really important, so I need everyone to listen. Our skin is not a weapon. Our language is not a threat. Our existence is not illegal. So today, we demand more than a reform. We demand respect, we demand representation, we demand revolutionary change. We want pathways to citizenship. We want ICE out of our communities. We want justice. We want justice for every brown life pushed to the margins, locked in detention centers, or lost at the border. And we will not be silent anymore. So every brown immigrant, to every undocumented soul fighting to breathe free, you are not alone, you are loved, and this fight is yours. We are rising, we are unafraid, and we will not be released. Chinga la migra. Thank you.
I love her. Like love, love, love her. You run for office, I'll run your campaign. It's time to march. Marchers have already started. Let's give a huge thank you to our ASL interpreter. My name is Debbie. I'm here today as a private citizen, and no one is paying me to be here. Thank you for being in community with me today. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. It's time to march. We're gonna march peacefully. Oh, I see people are just coming through. We're gonna march peacefully, and we're gonna save this country we love so much. We're gonna find joy where we can. Remember, my friends, the fascists do not want us to have fun. So with that, let's march. No thrones, no crowns, no kings. 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 Excellent. Keep making your way down the marchers. The march, I've heard, is already down Broadway. Excellent. Let's show the world, Eugene. Can you all show me what democracy looks like? Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Awesome. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to ACES. Thank you to 5051. Everyone be safe. Watch out for your neighbors.